Hey guys, John at Cross Motors in Louisville with your dose of old school cool. So just got this one in, we're pretty excited about it. This is an 84 911. It's been completely restored. We have receipts for about $40,000 worth of work. That does not include this paint job. So we believe factory color was white, although there's no evidence of that. All the jams and bezels have been really appropriately done. The paint really stands out. We have a lot of work for random mechanicals as well. So headlights, quite a bit getting the sunroof operational, which is something that doesn't always work on these. The locks, a lot of electrical, just making sure everything's really working the way it should. And again, no receipt for it, but the paint job really stands out on this. It was done very well. So obviously, this refresh included quite a bit of work in the engine and transmission. So getting into it, they took the whole thing apart. We got about $14,000 receipt for the engine transmission rebuild. Didn't change a whole lot. The big updates are the RSR header muffler kit, which is why it sounds so great. And then in the transmission, they installed a Wevo short throw shifter. It's about a 30% reduction in what you gotta do to get that car in and out of gear. Makes it a lot of fun to drive. And then a lightweight flywheel, as well as a clutch. But other than that, the car is what it should be. Obviously, it's really clean under here, and they did a great job. This thing's a blast to drive. So the interior is actually my favorite part on this restoration. So obviously they did the seats. You're not going to see it, but the rear is matching and kind of that cool off-color plaid. It's all the little tasteful details they did. So the shifter knob and the brake pedal in aluminum. They wrapped that plaid into your AC controls and threw a couple little USB ports down there. They went ahead and ponied up for the Porsche Classics head unit, which is kind of a low profile, old school feel, but gives you everything you'd want in a head unit today. The rebuilt VDO gauges was a big ticket item. These are fantastic and very cool and functional. They went ahead and installed Rinline. You're not gonna see it, but the pedals, the entire assembly down here matches over there. You get a little fire extinguisher as well. It's a really cool pairing of old and new and everyday comfort along with race. And a lot of times that just isn't pulled off that well. The last thing I wanted to touch on is they completely redid the AC unit on this thing. So it was about a $4,000 job. There's a lot involved bringing these up to spec. They were really never that cold. They just weren't great in the summer unless the windows were down, the sunroof was open, all that stuff works as well. So this is a very comfortable car to drive in July, just like November, which is something you can't say about a lot of these older Porsches. So for any other questions about this particular unit, or if you just want to stay in the know on interesting vehicles we have coming in and out of the shop, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also like us on Facebook. And for any particular questions, or if you want to ask particular questions about this car, we're always available at 502-459-9900. We'll talk to you guys soon.